What's up, guys? My name is TechnoTuner, and today I'm bringing to you my updated deck profile for the Voiceless Voice deck. This deck is a lot of fun. It's pretty budget for what it was when it first released, and the deck has a lot of capabilities doing several link plays, but also setting up a really good protection and basic ritual scheme. The main thing that you are looking to do with this deck is basically establish your board and get the bigger ritual monsters out, such as Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice, out onto the board with low, so you have further protection and interruption for your opponent. Paired this with hand traps, you can further prevent your opponent from really playing the game, but also giving you a leg up in dealing some damage. Before we head into the actual deck profile, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has been watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. But now, since we're done with all that, let's hop right on into our main deck. Alright, let's hop right into the actual main deck. So, first up, we're playing 3 Low the Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. If you ritual summon exactly 1 light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, with a card effect that requires use of monsters, this card can be used as the entire tribute. You can only use each of the following effects of Low the Prayers of the Voiceless Voice once per turn. If this card is a normal or special summon, you can place 1 Voiceless Voice continuous spell or trap from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. If a light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, is special summoned to your field, while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. This card is your main staple. It's your bread and butter of the deck, as it basically gets you access to a lot of effects that you need for the entire deck to function. It also gets you your spells and traps that you actually want on the board, so you can further combo off or further interact with your opponent. Next up, we're playing 3 Diviner of the Herald. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send 1 fairy monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, increase this card's level by that monster's level until the end of this turn. If this card is tributed, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower fairy monster from your hand or deck except Diviner of the Herald. You can only use each effect of Diviner of the Herald once per turn. So basically, with the level modulation by sending either Elder Entity Entis or Herald of the Arclight, if it hasn't already been banned by the time you guys are seeing this, it's basically giving you full capability of getting a pop or actual ritual spell or ritual monster search. But if you tribute it for a ritual summon, you can actually get Low the Prayers of the Voiceless Voice from your deck onto the field if it's tributed from the board. Next up, we have 3 Saphira Dragon Queen of the Voiceless Voice. You can discard this card, send 1 ritual spell from your deck to the graveyard, then you can add 1 light ritual monster, warrior, or dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, ritual summon 1 light ritual monster, warrior or dragon from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster. You can only use each effect of Saphira, Dragon Queen of Voiceless Voice, once per turn. So, this card basically allows you to foolish a actual ritual spell that you need, but also being able to add a light ritual monster you can use to ritual summon by banishing this card. So it can further help you with your combos and further extension as you need. Next up, for the 1-ofs for the effect monsters, we're playing 1 Trias Hierarchia. During the main phase, if this card is in your graveyard or hand, quick effect, you can tribute up to 3 fairy monsters, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Then you can apply the following effects in sequence, depending on the number of tributed monsters. 2 or more, destroy 1 card your opponent controls. 3, draw 2. You can only use this effect of Trias Hierarchia once per turn. You're basically utilizing this as an interactable pop, but if you tribute 3, you get an additional draw 2, which can be further beneficial for you overall. Next up, we're playing the 1 Dogmatica Maximus. You can banish 1 Fusion, Synchro Exceeds, or Link monster from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can activate this effect, send 2 monsters with different names from your extra deck to the graveyard. Also, your opponent sends 2 monsters from their extra deck to the graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. You can only use each effect of Dogmatica Maximus once per turn. While it does kind of prevent you from going into your extra deck once you use its effect, it does actually kind of hurt a little bit. But this deck doesn't really depend on its extra deck that much unless they're going for an OTK or further breakthrough, so you don't really need to worry about it. Plus, you can utilize your extra deck for more things to be able to just get more into the grave to fuel this card's effect to prevent your opponent from utilizing their extra deck to full potential, because they have to send 2 if you activate that effect. Next up, we got Saravis, Dragon Sage of the Voiceless Voice. You can special summon this card from your hand by shuffling 2 spells from your hand and or graveyard into the deck, including a ritual spell. You can only special summon Saravis, the Dragon Sage of the Voiceless Voice, once per turn this way. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can return this card from your field to the hand, special summon light ritual monster warrior or dragon from your hand or deck, but shuffle it into the deck during the end phase of the next turn. You can only use this effect as Saravis, Dragon Sage of the Voiceless Voice, once per turn. So basically being able to get you a free summon of Protector of the Voiceless Voice, or Skull Guardian of the Voiceless Voice, or any other card that you can really utilize to hinder your opponent overall. So this can help out greatly. But that's all the actual main effect monsters I'm playing. Let's hop right into the actual ritual monsters of the deck. So for the ritual monsters, we're playing 3 Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon. Its pendulum effect is, during the end phase, you can add 1 ritual spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand and return this card to the hand. You can only use this effect of Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon once per turn. Now that this card is a light dragon, you can also ritual summon this card with either Odd Eyes Advent or ritual summon in general, but must be either ritual summon or pendulum summon from your hand. Each time your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck, inflict 300 damage to them. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell card or effect, quick effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone, and if you do, negate that effect. Then if you place this card, this ritual summon card in the pendulum zone, you can special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck. So basically giving you access to Vortex if you're playing that for further negation. Next up, you can play 2 Skull Guardian Protector of the Voice's Voice. You can ritual summon this card with Prayers of the Voice's Voice, gains 2050 attack while you have Loathed Prayers of the Voice's Voice on your field or in your graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Skull Guardian Protector of the Voice's Voice once per turn. If this card is ritual summon, you can add 1 Voiceless Voice monster or 1 ritual monster, warrior or dragon, from your deck to your hand. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control the Prayers of the Voice's Voice, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. So outside of giving you an Omni Negate and a ritual monster search, you also get a 4100 attacker, which can be greatly hard to out. Next up, we're playing 2 Saravis, the Ancient and Ascended. You can ritual summon this card with Sprite's Blessing. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, quick effect, you can discard this card and negate the activation. When your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, quick effect, you return this card to the hand, negate the special summon, and if you do, banish that monster. So technically, it does function as a hand trap, but it also functions as a summon negate as long as it's been ritual summoned correctly, or it is on the board. So it does help out greatly either way, and it can function as both cases, I believe. Yep. So basically, you could bounce it back to hand after a summon negate, and then utilize its effect to use as a hand trap if you need it. Next up, we have Saphira, Divine Dragon of the Voice's Voice. You can ritual summon this card with the Blessings of the Voiceless Voice. If this card is ritual summoned while you have below the Prayers of the Voice's Voice on your field or in your graveyard, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. When an attack is declared involving a light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, you can discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. During your opponent's end phase, you can add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use each effect of Saphira, Divine Dragon of the Voiceless Voice, once per turn. So outside of it getting you a draw 2 and discard 1, you get a hand rip, and you get to add 1 light monster from your graveyard to your hand, so it can help with further recursion. So this is our basic ritual lineup. Feel free to edit this in any way you see fit that best fits you. But let's go ahead and hop right into our hand traps for the actual deck. For the hand traps, I'm playing 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Molcharmy Follows, 2 Molcharmy Meows, and 3 Infinite Impermanents. You can change these ratios however you see fit. I like running this because I get effect negation, card draw, and prevent my opponent from drawing, but you can swap out these cards for however you see fit for Drolls, Nibirus, Ghost Spells, etc. Whatever best fits your capability, your locals and your capability for play. Anyways, guys, let's hop right on in to our spells and traps. For our spells, we're playing 3 Pre-Preparation Rites. Add 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand, and add 1 ritual monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand whose name is mentioned on that ritual spell. You can only activate 1 preparation or pre-preparation rites per turn. So basically, this gets you a search for any of the actual ritual spells you need, while also getting you access to Protector of the Voice's Voice, which can help you out further. Next up, we're playing 3 Barrier of the Voiceless Voice. While you control the Prayers of the Voice's Voice and a light ritual monster, your opponent's monsters can only target ritual monsters for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target light monsters you control with card effects. During your main phase, you can add one Voiceless Voice card or one Skull Guardian ritual monster from your deck to your hand, except Barrier of the Voiceless Voice. You can only use this effect of Barrier of the Voiceless Voice once per turn. So basically making it to where your opponent has to attack into your Skull Guardian, but also they cannot target anything, can really hurt them. Also, being able to give you an additional search helps out greatly. Next up, we're playing 2 of the ritual spell, which is Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. This card can be used as to ritual summon any light ritual monster. You must also tribute light monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the levels of the ritual monster. If a face-up ritual monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, except during the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard, especially someone Saravis, the Ancient and Ascended, Saphira, Queen of Dragons, or Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice from your hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions. You only use this effect of Prayer of the Voiceless Voice once per turn. So being able to get you that additional ritual summon, but also giving you the capability of summoning something else, ignoring summoning conditions, if your light ritual monsters leave the field, can help greatly. Then for our one-ups, we're playing Blessing of the Voiceless Voice. You can target one of your Voiceless Voice cards that is banished or in your graveyard, except Blessings of the Voiceless Voice. Add it to your hand. If a non-ritual monster or monsters is special summoned face up, except during the damage step, you can ritual summon one light ritual monster, warrior or dragon from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of that ritual monster. And if you do, cannot be destroyed by battle. You can only use each effect of Blessings of the Voiceless Voice once per turn. So this helps greatly for further interaction, further capability of being able to recycle your resources by being able to target one of your Voiceless Voice cards that's banished in your graveyard and add it to your hand, or basically giving you additional rituals. Next up, we're playing the 1 for 1. Send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, especially one level 1 monster from your deck. So this gives you access to Low, the Prayers of the Voiceless Voice, which can further help you with your combos. One Call by the Grave. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, and if you do until the end of the next turn, its effects are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects of the field on the field of monsters with the same original name. So basically, this is just protection from hand traps if we need it. And then finally, for our 1 trap, we're playing 1 Radiance of the Voiceless Voice. During the main phase, you can activate one of these effects. Shuffle 1 light ritual monster, warrior or dragon, or 1 ritual spell from your hand or graveyard into the deck. And if you do, add to your hand or special summon 1 Voiceless Voice monster from your deck. Target cards your opponent controls up to the number of light ritual monsters, warrior or dragon, you control. Destroy both this card and as many of the targeted cards as possible. You can only use the effect of Radiance of the Voiceless Voice once per turn. So basically turning into a form of a Icarus attack, but also giving you full capability to get some recycling back in as well. That's all that I have for the main deck, guys. Let's hop right on in to our extra deck. All right, for the extra deck, we're playing 2 Elder Entity Entis. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending the above cards you control to the graveyard, which is 1 Synchro monster and 1 Xyz monster. You can special summon 1 level 4 monster from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. You can only special summon 1 Elder Entity Entis once per turn. So here's the thing: we're not ever going to summon this. We're basically sending this off of Herald of the Diviner of the Herald's effect. So basically to increase its level, but gives you an additional pop. Next up, we're playing 1 Garura, Wings of Resonant Life. We're sending this off of Maximus, but if you're running Super Poly, this is also a good target. 2 monsters with the same type and attribute but different names. Any battle damage your opponent takes from battles involving this card is doubled. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Garura, Wings of the Resonant Life, once per turn. Next, we're playing the 1 Herald of the Arclight. Any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, quick effect, you contribute this card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 ritual monster or ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Basically, these 2 are your Diviner of the Herald's targets, and Garura is your Maximus target. Basically giving you full capability to really search for anything, get some pops, or get a card draw. That's all for the actual non-link monsters in the extra deck. For the link monsters, we're playing 1 Relinquished Anima. One level 1 monster, except the token. You can target one face-up monster this card points to. Equip that face-up monster to this card, max 1. You can only use this effect of Relinquish Anima once per turn. This card gains attack equal to that equipped monster's attack. Then we're playing the 1 Link Karibo. One level 1 monster. When an opponent's monster declares attack, you contribute this card. Change that opponent's monster's attack to 0 until the end of this turn. If this card is in your graveyard, quick effect. You contribute one level 1 monster, special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Link Karibo once per turn. So giving you full capability of really utilizing Low if she has been impermed, effect failure, or whatever. Next up, 1 Salamangreat Almirage. One normal summon monster with 1,000 or less attack. Quick effect. You contribute this card. Target one monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. When a normal summon monster you control is destroyed by battle while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect to Salamangreat Almirage once per turn. So basically, you're utilizing your Lows, your Herald of the Arclights, in a fashion that basically can get you further protection. Next up for the Link 2s, we got 1 Line of the Light Charmer Lustrous. 2 monsters including a light monster. This card is always treated as a familiar possessed card. You can target 1 light monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your zone this card points to. If this Link summon card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, while in the owner's monster zone, you can add 1 light monster with 1,500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Lina, the Light Charmer Lustrous, once per turn. Next up, we have the 1 IP Masquerena. 2 non-link monsters during your opponent's main phase. You can quick effect. Immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon 1 link monster using materials you control, including this card. You can only use this effect of IP Masquerena once per turn. A link monster that used this card as material cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Then, of course, we're playing the 2 Dynamondo. 2 monsters, including a ritual monster. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card on the field and 1 ritual monster in your graveyard. Shuffle both into the deck. During your opponent's turn, quick effect. You contribute this card, then target 1 ritual monster in your graveyard. Either add to your hand or special summon it. You can only use each effect of Dynamondo once per turn. So basically giving you some interaction with your opponent, but being able to really get your bodies back onto the board pretty easily, but giving you an additional body to work with helps out greatly. Now, do note you can cut one of these if you really want to run an SP Little Knight. But the one I would recommend cutting for the SP Little Knight is the 1 Underclock Taker. 2 effect monsters once per turn. You can target 1 face-up monster this card points to, and 1 face-up monster opponent controls. The opponent's monster or opponent's target loses attack equal to the attack of the targeted monster this card points to until the end of this turn. So if you target your Skull Guardian when it has 4,100 attack and choose an additional target your opponent controls, it loses 4,100 attack, which can do some really massive damage because that's basically going to drop it to 0. You attack for 4,100. There you go. You've already dropped your opponent's life points by more than half. Next up for the final Link 2, we're playing 1 Nightmare Phoenix. If this card is Link summoned, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 spell and trap your opponent controls, destroy it. Then if this card was co-linked when this effect was activated, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect Nightmare Phoenix once per turn. Co-linked monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. So outside the battle protection, we're basically using it as a linkable spell and trap destruction. Next up, we got the 1 Nightmare Unicorn. If this card is Link summoned, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 card on the field, shuffled into the deck. Then if this card was co-linked when this effect was activated, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Unicorn once per turn. While any co-linked Nightmare monsters are on the field, or for your normal draw, in your draw phase, draw 1 card for each different card name among those co-linked Nightmare monsters instead of drawing just 1 card, which can further help you with your combo greatly. But the main thing we're basically utilizing it for is the discard and target 1 card on the field and just shuffle it back into the deck, being able to get rid of problematic monsters or cards. Then finally, for our final card, we got the 1 Access Code Talker. 2+ effect monsters. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's effect activations. If this card is Link summoned, you can target 1 Link monster that was used as its Link material. This card gains attack equal to the opponent's Link rating times 1,000. You can banish 1 Link monster from your field or graveyard. Destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Also for the rest of this turn, you cannot banish monsters with the same attribute to activate this effect of Access Code Talker. So outside of being basically just send cards or destroy cards with the same effect by banishing different Link monsters with different attributes, you basically get an attack boost, which can make it really problematic for your opponent because if you utilize a Link 2 plus 2 other monsters, you got a 43, but if you utilize the Nightmare Unicorn, you have a 5300 beater. So that can basically wrap up games as you need to as well. But anyways, guys, that's all that I have for the actual extra deck of the Voiceless voice deck. If you did like this video, please go ahead and feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I'm catching feelings from all the dealings. Am I astray? What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it the same?